Hey everyone, welcome back to Howtechs. Today we have a VivoStick PC by ASUS. If you're not familiar with this, this is an all-in-one computer that plugs into an HDMI port, so you can stick this directly into the HDMI port on like the back of a TV or a monitor and have an extra PC. And it's not a super high-powered one, but it's a fully functional PC running Windows. So first let's look at the back on this guy. This is the TS10. And you can see that this one is using the Intel Atom Z8350 processor with 32 gigs, and it's running Windows 10, and it's a 64-bit processor. So yeah, that's not too bad, and this is the English version. So I bought this here in Hong Kong. This is actually the Hong Kong electronics recycling sticker that they now stick on everything. So just ignore that if you're not living in Hong Kong. And you can see here we have, what do we got? ASUS HDMI, yada yada yada, all the normal stuff, recycling, soy ink, etc. So here on the other side we have basically what you have here: power button, audio jack, USB ports. There's two of them, one 3.0, one 2.0, the HDMI, and that's basically it. Ultra slim, plug and play. It's got Wi-Fi. That's basically how it connects to anything. And this one, I believe, comes with like a mounting bracket that you can stick on the back of your TV or on the side of your TV, depending on where you want to plug things in. So it's not just kind of dangling. And it comes with ASUS's web storage software. So enough talk. Let's get the razor blade out and crack this guy open if we can. So this has not yet been opened. And what do we got? Oh, there it is. Okay, that was pretty simple. Okay, so here we have the Stick PC, and I'm guessing documentation and accessories and cables and whatnot. So let's just pop this guy out. Really not much to it. It's definitely bigger than like a USB stick, but I don't know, what would you describe the size as? It's like basically almost the same size as this junky box cutter. But yeah, that's basically it, and it's got the plastic on here, so let's just enjoy this. Oh, here we go. It's going to open this way and plop it out. Okay, so here you go, and basically, yeah, USB 3.0, USB 2.0. So if you wanted to hook up an external drive, you could do that to here. If you want to hook up a keyboard mouse combination, or a USB hub to connect multiple accessories up there, you could use a USB 2.0 hub and connect like both a keyboard and a mouse up to here, and a headphone jack. So HDMI actually carries the sound. It's not just like a video connector like a VGA. So HDMI can also carry the sound. So if it's connected to, say, a TV, then that's all you really need. You don't need to use this. But if you want to use headphones and your TV doesn't have a headphone jack, or if you're connected to a monitor and it doesn't have any sound capability, then you're going to want to use this either for a line out or for headphones. This is the power button right here. And what else we got? On the back here we have, this is a mini USB port, and that's actually used to power this thing. Unfortunately, unlike a USB accessory, there's no like power through the HDMI. And then it has this, which is, if you can tell, it's like a lanyard kind of loop. So if you wanted to hang this around your neck or have some kind of strap, so I don't know, like you don't forget that you put it behind the TV and you have the strap kind of hanging down or something like that, that would probably be a good idea. And because they're actually marketing this as a way to sort of bring a computer with you when you travel. It's much smaller than a laptop. Don't lug around a laptop. I mean, and it actually makes sense because, in most cases, let's say as a business traveler, you're going from place to place to place where smart TVs or HDMI, not even smart, but just regular dumb TVs with HDMI ports are literally everywhere. Every hotel has them. Every conference room has something like that. Every projector has an HDMI port. So you could literally just bring this and maybe a portable mouse or a Bluetooth mouse, and that's pretty much all you need to get online no matter where you are, assuming you don't need to like be on an airplane and physically put the computer in your lap and type. So this thing should pop off, I guess. Does it clip or not? This is the 8. There we go. HDMI port in here, and so yeah, if you're going to travel and you want to protect your little thing, you can keep this around. And so anything else on the back here? Not really much. Just your normal warnings and all that stuff about the Wi-Fi module, etc., etc. So yeah, one other really important thing I should have mentioned this earlier is this one actually has a fan, which I guess is partly why these things are here. So despite the small size, there's also vents. It actually has a fan, so it's not one of the fanless ones. Previously, I did the ASUS Stick PC as well, and that one really touts itself as a fanless one, and it had like a big metal block with ribs on it for heat dissipation. This one is actually much more sleeker and obviously rounded. And I guess the fan, although it must be a really tiny fan, is enough to keep it cool. So anyway, enough talk about that. Let's put this to the side and get into the box if we can. How do we get it open? Oh, you got to take it out from the back. Oh, here we go. There we go. So warranty card, quick start card guide. So you can see, yeah. If you want to this is if you want to do like a security thing to keep someone from stealing it. So you can actually crimp on a cable. Oh, that's not that much easier than, I don't know. You could just super glue it down to the TV, I guess, if you really wanted to. Yeah, so quick start guide, etc., etc. So nothing too big there. And what do we have? We have Japanese, we got Chinese, we got pretty much everything here. So basically, yeah, that's what you guys see. Let's take a look at what else we got. We have our HDMI extension cable. So that's if, in some cases, if there's just a port on the back of your computer and you got it, or your monitor, and you got a lot of space, you could just stick it straight in here, and this should be able to support the weight. And then you just plug in the other accessories. But in some cases, especially if it's like a flat panel that's against a wall and you can't plug it in there, you might want to use this and then sort of elsewhere on there use that mounting bracket. So not like this, but like mount it flat on the back as shown in that other diagram. But yeah, so that's what this is for. And what else we have? We have our the plug, and as you can see, this slides into something, and that would be our quote-unquote wall wart, which is basically just a USB adapter. And since I'm in Hong Kong, it comes with the British one. I don't believe it comes with the other ones. I guess we'll see. But basically, yeah, you can probably get other sizes. And so, yeah, it slides into here. ASUS, let's see how many amps it is. And if you look really, really closely here on the back, it actually says that this is a 2 amp output on here, which is probably because this thing, when the fan's running and everything, probably draws like 2 amps. It's got a processor in it after all. And the funny thing is this is a quick charger enabled one, so it can also do 9 volts at 2 amps. But I'm hoping, or I'm assuming, because this uses just regular mini USB, not a USB-C, that it doesn't actually use that for this guy. This is probably just 2 amps at 5 volts. But if you wanted to reuse this for something else, like a USB-C powered mobile phone charger, etc., yeah, you could probably take advantage of that higher power. What else we got? Here's the charging cable. So it's, yeah, mini USB to USB, A to B. And then last but not least, pop this thing out. And here is our bracket. So this thing just sticks on with some double-sided tape, I guess. And yeah, this thing clips in place. Probably don't need it in most cases, but yeah, maybe you want to have a nice elegant mounting somewhere, this would be good. So a lot of the use for these stick PCs is kind of in institutional situations. So let's say like you had a bunch of computers in a lab or kind of a business center, and rather than buying full standalone PCs, you just buy a bunch of these, or using them at kiosks, using them at conferences, etc. So in some cases, having a nice elegant solution that, let's say you just send the whole TV down to the fair, to the expo, and you have this thing mounted on there all the time. That's probably good. One other thing I should mention before I go, I almost forgot, is there's no micro SD card slot in this, so that's actually kind of sucks. It does have 32 gigabytes on board, which is not bad, but if you want to extend that at all, you have to use up one of these ports for either a external USB stick or a drive, etc. But then again, it is, you know, internet capable, so you can always store stuff on the cloud. Okay, so that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions, please leave them below. If you'd like to see any how-to videos for this, you know, specific tasks or whatever, do let us know. There's not really much to it. Okay, see you guys next time here on Howtechs. Bye. And the SIM card is here on the bottom right, and there's also a very small notch here on the bottom right as well. If you guys can see that. There's also